Hi everyone, welcome back to Hockey Fever TV. Welcome back to a brand new video. Before we go into the video, have a look at the refurbished logo, refurbished banner, and the new thumbnail graphics. Hope you all like it. So give us a lot of thumbs up to our video and keep supporting. As you're supporting, as usual, keep on supporting us. And from today onwards, there will be regular videos Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. And fortnightly, we'll be having the Zoza supported quiz for sports quiz will be held on fortnightly on Sundays. So hope you all will keep the support and give us more support and bring in more and more people to our channel. So hoping all the very support, the more support from you all. So because of you, we are growing gradually. We are going. So we want your support for us to make us more and more popular and more in growth. So okay, now let's go into the video. The Asia Cup has just concluded yesterday. Women have been concluded, and before that men have been concluded. So we are going to look at the performance briefly about both the teams, both men and women, and after that what is in store, what we have to do next is in this video. That is the content of this video. First, Asia Cup men victory. So after 8 years, India has become the champions of the continent, number one in Asia. Congratulations, very many congratulations. As Fulton was saying, we have to be number one in Asia. That has been accomplished in style. So we'll just have a look how the trophy triumph has been shaped from the beginning. Early first match, 3-2 win against 4-3 win against China. It was a tough one. Everyone thinks China is playing such a close match, and what happened. So there were a lot of negative comments on the Indian team. Next came Japan. That too was a 3-2 win, close match. After that, a little bit of loosening, beating Kazakhstan 15-0. So then came the crucial match in the Super Force against Korea. It was a draw. So from that on, the Indian management, the team management had a wake-up call. And the next match was against Malaysia. There was a tweak in the lineup, the formation. Usually they play 4-3-3 back, 4-3 midfield and 3 strikers. But against Malaysia, there was a tweaking. 4-4-2 became the formation. And instead of 3 forwards, they pulled one back into the midfield. That was Sukhjit, who was playing link up between the forwards, withdrawn and attacking midfielder like he played. And hats off to the coaches and the mental conditioning coach Paddy Upton and Craig Fulton for doing a wonderful job on this. And then next match against China in the Super Force 7-0, and then we went all the way to the final against Korea. What a game it was. Dominated fully, 4-1 victory and champions after 8 years. Congratulations boys, well done. So when we come into the women's performance, it was easy start at the early stages against Thailand, big win, and after that Japan 2-all draw, and after that we drew with a win against Singapore. So then came the Super Force. First in the Super Force we beat Korea, good game. Then came the match against China, 4-2 win against Korea, and after that China we had a 4-1 loss. So that was the alarming thing when the match was going balanced, and when the final quarter came, from nowhere the Chinese changed their gears, went into top gear, 5th gear, and they came all the way, and that was the last quarter they were planning. They came out all out and won the match, and after that India had to play Japan, another draw, and a ticket to the finals. In the finals against the same story, 4-1 loss. India took the lead, early lead, 1-all draw up to the half-time mark, and after the half-time, China again changed gears, and India were overawed. The defense was sometimes seen whether the defense was existing or not. Again, in the final stages of the game, India were outplayed in all departments of the game, 4-1. So India had to be content with the silver medal and the second place, and the hard road is beckoning for the World Cup qualifiers. So we have to. So that is fate. That is happened, and India with a silver medal, have to go into the World Cup qualifiers, which will be held in March. So other teams who all will be facing. So who all are qualified, who are yet to qualify, and who will the prospect who will be facing, and what will be the competition, how tough it will be. So how it comes, so it will be in the next video about the World Cup qualifiers. So what to do next? First, for the men's team. So men's team has to bring in bring in more youth. Youth has to become. Karthi is waiting on the wings. Neelam Zes is there, and after junior World Cup is over, we can find a lot of prospects from there who can be into the Indian setup, senior Indian setup. So India A is there. They are also making their own measure. So the transition from the India A to, not from the junior squad into the India A squad, from there on to the senior team, main team. So as Craig Fulton was saying, that both the Indian A and the main core are doing the same type of training. So that will be the best for the transition from the A team to the main senior team. So building up, keeping up the momentum, and so now they are on a 2-week holiday, good, well deserved rest for the boys, and they will be again into the training camp at Bangalore after 2 weeks break. So from what all the tournaments we are going to go, the Indian men they have the Sultan Azlan Shah Cup in November, and followed by the Hockey India League in the January, and after that we have a South African Tour and FAH Pro League. So all majors, and after that World Cup and Asian Games are coming in 1 month's time. So that is going to be important. The management, the workload management of the players, the game load, and all aspects have to be taken, and for that we have to have a vast pool, and importantly our goalkeeping has to improve, especially one of the goalkeepers. Now, don't want to name the player, the goalkeeper. The goalkeeping aspect must be a little more stronger, a little more sure. So that should be organized better, and have to find backups for the players. So we can see the players, and some players in the 30s, in the late 20s also. So for that we have to pick up. So this is the World Cup, Asian Games, and the momentum will be, the cycle of momentum will go up to the Los Angeles Olympic 2028. It's a long road, long preparation, but on a positive note, and with all confidence, Indian team will be going into the upcoming tournaments, and we have to see who will be playing. Azlan Shah will be playing FAH Pro League, South African Tour, and all things. So a lot of players have to be given chances and develop them for the future. On the women's part, they have the World Cup qualifiers, the FAH Nations Cup. So that is what has to be done. And on the tactical points, that last quarter, at the later stage of the worries, later stage of the game worries has to be taken into account by the coaching staff to rectify those. I think, as we have Paddy Upton in the men's setup for the mental conditioning coach as psychologist, I think the women's team must have good psychologist. Since we are losing focus during the later stages of the game, we have to bring in a man like Paddy Upton to the women's team also. So if we get that from there, we can, how they are losing force, why this is happening in the later stages. Even Japan game later stages, we are considering this China game also late stages conceding of goals and losing the matches. So that's what has to be, because of mental conditioning coach. If a man like the caliber of Paddy Upton is there, it will do a world of good for the women's team. So women's World Cup qualifier dates are 28 February to March 8, 2026. 16 teams from 4 confederations. We will bring in the details of these about the World Cup qualifiers in the next video. So summing up, glory for Indian men hockey, and a little bit of a disappointment for the men's and the women, and content to be silver. They have the hard path to get into the World Cup. India men into the World Cup directly, and they have lots and lots of program. Hope the man behind the work Craig Fulton will take us more. Lot of criticism early part of the tournament he had to face, but he was cool as cucumber and came up with the deserving results and maintaining India as number one in Asia. So furthermore, he has to take us, and with the boys' cooperation, with all cooperation, with our cheers from our channel and like-minded hockey people, we can see a brighter prospects from the brighter results and positive results from the Indian hockey men's team, and hope the women also will be coming up with a better performance, better mentality towards the end of each game, and they have to improve. So wishing both the teams all the very best for the future endeavors. So that's it now from our part, and thank you all for watching. Those who are new to the channel, please subscribe and watch, and like, share and comment our videos. Thank you all.